I'm here. Just getting Discord to work. Still trying to get Discord to work. it's a thing. Okay, give me a break. There we go. Okay. Itchy beard for some reason. Hey, Panda Fox. So I did a successful-ish class over on the Meadow, which was kind of cool on the art channel. And yeah, I mean, I think it looks okay. I'm a little bit worried, but it's not like it's a huge deal. Ooh, just got an email from a friend who basically he did an art piece based on one of my pictures. Not an art picture, a picture on Facebook or something. That's really great to hear. Wow. What I say, I forgot what I said. Yeah, the art piece that we're working on my art channel is, I mean, it makes me slightly worried, but I'm also slightly excited to actually be doing the painting phase of it. And it looks like it's not going to suck, so that's something. But at the same time, it's maybe a little bit worried that I'm not going to be able to finish this in time for when it's due at the sci-fi convention, because they have an art competition and I want it to be done by the time that the sci-fi convention happens. I mean, it's in February. It's at the beginning of February, so yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I was going to come on here and basically do an awesome. I was going to do I was trying to look for the word quick, but for some reason I've written the word awesome somewhere just recently, and I read it or something. That must have been what happened. Because I don't see it. I mean, I've got my messages. That's slightly distracting. My messenger app is open on my phone because I was having a conversation, and one of the last things I said to somebody was awesome. So it's kind of I guess that's what I read. I don't know. I was going to do a quick live stream here because I don't know what's wrong with my stomach. I ate my dinner, but I didn't eat my supper because my stomach keeps doing this thing where it thinks it's got indigestion, but it hasn't got indigestion. You know, I'm not in any pain or anything. I'm not in, indigestion doesn't do that, but it's doing something. I don't know. So I didn't think that I should add to it, but at the same time, I'm really hungry now, so I don't know what to do. So I'm feeling a bit weird, slightly vulnerable, a bit cranky. I don't know. I do have I mean, I have had some bad news since the art stream, and that is that, like, a friend of mine who lives in Canada, apparently about 3 days ago, he died, and he died of the coronavirus. So this is annoying. It's I know it's an understatement. That's why it's funny to me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Just it kind of it scared me a little bit because like he was slightly younger than me, but apart from that, we're kind of like we're very similar. So I don't understand, and that's started to annoy me a little bit. Also, I'm not going to get to talk to him again, and that is obviously that's very sad. But I didn't know him. He was a friend that I met literally on an app, you know. So yes, it's sad. It's very sad, but it's kind of like um, I'm more sad for myself for not being able to talk to him anymore, and also not being sad for. I mean, I'm also sad for the people that are like immediately affected by his passing, obviously. So yeah. So yeah. So I'm a little bit weirdly vulnerable right now. I don't get it, and I feel it, you know. I feel it. So yeah. The thing is that basically the you know the lethality of the virus and all that stuff is is not that high, and yet it seems to be taking people, like you said, pedophiles, and it's like what, you know, it's just it's annoying. This probably still doesn't affect how I feel about it. I still feel like it's being hyped up to the stage that it's that it isn't meant to be hyped up. Like the media have definitely gone to town with this, you know. But I've still got that thing in my head. It's just very distracting because it feels like it's something that I can get rid of, but it's not working, you know. Uh, just there. I don't know if you can see it. It's just there. Right, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. Sorry. I can read it better here. You tried Pepsi Max? I'm actually out of Pepsi Max. Um, so no, we don't actually have that here in the UK. It's fine. It's not like a burning indigestion thing. It's just literally just annoying. So yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. It is, isn't it? Right, Jeff? You know, it's yeah. Also, it didn't help that as I was reading the news, um, as I was reading the news of his passing, I basically I basically um, was watching a video of the people who have passed this year, and it's fairly up to date. It was a YouTube one of the major YouTube list videos, I guess. But yeah, it was like I'm touching it again. I know I am. God damn it. Yeah. I was watching, and basically a lot of people on the list, the famous people that have passed already and stuff like that, or semi-famous people, a lot of them were past. That they were retired like sports stars, or they were retired people from the music industry and stuff. And it was like they basically summed up their life, and then they said that but in the early hours of Blair, they suddenly passed due to complications caused by the virus. And it was like, oh god damn it. But it was like a lot of those. It's like, oh, God damn it. So yeah, a lot of them weren't. You know, some, if not a lot of them, weren't because of the virus, but you know, it's a thing. I only hate it because it's affecting everyone in a psychological way. All the panic is making people change. Yeah, that's what's bugging me. It's not the actual virus itself. It's how basically the media have just not listened to the scientists, you know, and are just running with this, and it's annoying. It's annoying. It's like, it's murdering people. Everybody panic, you know. It's like they're telling they're reporting all of the suspected deaths by the virus, you know, and it's like these people, some of these people haven't been tested yet, so you can't tell if it's because of the virus. And again, somebody said to me, it's not, and I keep hearing about the virus. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about the virus. That it's not, you know, a lot of these people, even if they did have the virus, they didn't die because of the virus. It was because of either complications because they had the virus, or it was because they died and they had the virus. You know, most of the time it's because they died and they had the virus. And it's like, yeah, some people, some of the numbers are also being fudged completely, because if somebody's had flu-like symptoms, they're going to instantly think that it was because of the virus. My cousin didn't have the virus, and yet my sister-in-law, I'm just gonna call her that because I keep thinking, you know, like wifey, because that's what I usually called her. But no, my sister-in-law is furious because she found out that they counted him as one of the people who basically died of the virus, because he had a temperature when he died. That is it. You know, they haven't tested him. They haven't tested his body. It's stupid. It's stupid. Even if he did, you can't tell them that they. Oh my God! It's just it's crazy. And I'm sick of it. I just wish that basically they would just report the numbers and then get on with whatever other news there is, you know. But no, they can't. They have to continually like show like full coverage of everything that's happened virus wise, and and they always that alone is sensationalizing it, because you know it's a big deal, but you've already had the big story. Could you please move on to something else? We're all tired of it. A lot of people keep asking me, you know, it's like, is it hard for you and stuff like that? And it's like, no. I mean, I've already had the huge disappointment already. You know, it fucked up my only holiday that I was going to have this year. So my only vacation I was going to have this year. So yeah. I mean, that's now that I've dealt with that, I basically keep getting reminded that, that's a thing. But people keep asking me or telling me how hard it is for them not to be able to go on their multiple vacations. It's like, fuck you, people. Anyway, it's very scary here in Farmingham, my city. There are 1,000 cases and 31 deaths. Yeah, I don't know the local statistics. I did look them up, and our village is clean. Our village is clean. As far, you know, there have been no reported cases in my village. Ramsey, I don't know. I think there might have been one, but Peterborough, there have probably been, because that's a city. That's a semi-major city in the UK. So yeah. She was furious. on the upside, I'm getting my package, my final package from her tonight. So that's something. Today, this morning. Later, when I wake up, I will receive a package. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But in a very weird, morbid way, you know. Only because she may have let slip that basically shit that I let slip that I wanted something specific, and then she sent me another package. So yeah. All of his paperwork and all of his will stuff has all been sorted. And I didn't push her about what's happened with his remains and stuff. But from the sense of it, I get that it's been processed and he's in an urn somewhere now. So at least there isn't any kind of bullshit craziness going on with his arrangements and his funeral and all that stuff. So that's something. But yeah. Why did I knock that over? I found out that I got bean juice or something, and one of my beads is dirty because I've had I ate noodles a couple of days ago. Well, the last time I wore this one, I ate noodles, and I know this because this thing has noodle soup dried on it, so it looks kind of gold on one side. Beard, the things that were in my beard. Yeah. Just know, US is just high due to civilians' stupidity. Oh no, I've seen a bunch of stories. Again, I keep getting reports, and you know, either from the news or from from some YouTube channels, you know, or from just friends that live in the States and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's bad. It's not really bad here. I've not heard any news of anybody doing crazy shit here in the UK. I've heard some weird stuff in Europe, but only some slight weirdness in Europe. Mostly because the countries are gone into, a lot of the countries in Europe have basically gone into lockdown, like actual lockdown, like, you know, martial law kind of situations in some of the countries. Spain apparently is getting back to it, is pulling itself up, and people, their lockdown is over, but people are still sheltering in place or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's been a couple of weird stories coming from Europe, but you know, England and Ireland, nothing. You know, we haven't had any weirdness besides our Prime Minister getting it, you know. I didn't look up on that story. Is he dead? I don't think he's dead. I did hear a bunch of people cheering a couple of days ago, and I was like, oh, is he dead? Oh, that's just because for some reason a lot of people hate our Prime Minister, and I don't get it. I really don't. Daryl apparently met our Prime Minister, and he doesn't like him. But yeah, I wouldn't wish anybody dead, you know. I don't get it. People are terrible. People are just terrible. At least he's now at peace. Well, I don't know his full religious beliefs. I just know that he wasn't religious. He wasn't an atheist. He believed something was out there, but I don't know his full religious beliefs. But I do know that he thought that death was it. You know, so I believe he was at peace when he went to bed. I think he did too. So yeah. Very just a touching thing that did happen, apparently in the hospital. Oh, Nelly said wifey again. My sister and my cousin, my cousin-in-law. She's not my sister-in-law. My cousin-in-law. Apparently, she thought that he knew that before he passed, he knew that she was there at least, because apparently he squeezed her hand while he was still unconscious, before he passed, and it was like that's all she needed to say goodbye. And it was like, yeah, it made me tear up when I heard that. I was like, well, yeah, I can see that. So yeah, see, done it again. You made my eyes water. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't pushing, and we didn't talk much. We don't talk much. But I got the feeling that he basically is at home again. His remains are at home again, at least. So yeah. But yeah, I did my goodbyes to him, so that was something. What is that? Mano? What was that? You said I am. I don't know what that is. Oh my god. I don't want to, Jeffrey. I don't want to. I don't want to think about it too much, because it's like I don't want to try to think about what that must have felt like. You know, because I don't want to. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to go into the whole. You know, like, was he actually conscious? Trying to imagine what he felt at that point and all that. No, not doing that. My brain cannot make me do it. No, thinking about something else. Nope, try again. Manu. I'm just gonna call you Manu. Who is Manu? That name actually means something to me. Manu. Is it a name of a celebrity? Oh, it's the name of one of the Manu is the name of the original kid from the original Lost in Space TV series, like the boy. And I've met him in person because he played somebody on Babylon 5 as well. So yeah. But you gotta give it another go, Manu. Apparently not. I don't know. Anyway, yes. So I wanted your guys' opinion before I went ahead and did the line art for this picture. Now, if you've been on my Discord, then you probably have seen the picture already, because it's the new Persona guy. I basically just give you the story of this. I tried immediately from scratch, without any background, to go straight for the to go straight for the paint, just to see if I can try out a new style. It worked for a little bit, but then it kind of fucked up, and I don't know why. Nothing looked right at all. So I went back to sketching, and I came up with a couple of interesting designs. What I thought was interesting designs. I then posted them. I posted the first one. Well, the first finished one. There was a lot more scribbles on that page before I basically cleaned it up onto Discord, and it looked okay to me, but there was still something off about the lower body. Like, I got all of the fuzz right at the top, but the lower body just seemed shitty somehow. I don't know. And also did the werewolf form, because he's a werewolf, and I've now come up with the full backstory to this character. I'll just bring it up. It's too much talking, not enough showing. But yeah, like I said, it's on Discord now. The full design sheet is now visible on Discord, except for the coloring detail that I was going to do. The problem is that somebody said on Discord that no, that's the wrong one. Somebody said on Discord that he needs something that makes him stand out, and I was like, I got nothing. I thought that the design itself would be the thing that stood out, but apparently not. But they couldn't give me any adequate ways of basically making him I couldn't think of any adequate ways of making him stand out. Well, they weren't suggesting any adequate ways of making him stand out, so I was like, eh. I'm trying to get this to screen share. It's not working. There it is. Okay. I hadn't pushed the OK button to do it. Why does it automatically go to me tiny screen? But yeah. So, I mean, that's the design. That's the picture of both the werewolf, the were-dog transformation, and also the not were-dog transformation. So yeah, I was just trying to get. I just wanted to know if this is any good before I basically went ahead, because I can't think of anything to add to the character besides the character original design anyway. And it's definitely more my style now as well, because the other style, like I said, just wasn't working. It just wasn't working. But yeah, I haven't given him a name. That's also something that I wanted your guys' opinion on. I want to give him a name, but I have nothing. But can you see the cursor? You know what? It might look better if I... No, that looks a bit weird. Does that look weird? I just use the background. It looks very neon. Oh no, that's impossible to see. Wait a minute. I'm just going to stick with white. It's hurting my eyes a little bit, but yeah. yeah, I basically have been. Stop it. I can't change the view. Okay. Yeah, I've basically been trying to figure out more ways to like depict the character size just in different poses because it's a bit yeah. But yeah. What about Run? No. He's no. I don't know why, but no, but well I do know why. Because he's not the Runt. You know, he's just a corgi. Just because he's a corgi and is shorter and not as round as the other guys. Basically, oh yeah, by the way, I've got a very very tiny. There's a tiny picture on the side here, and it shows it kind of shows you the size differences between Pop, Five, and then you got him. So basically, it just shows the height differences of all of them. I didn't put Boulder in there because Boulder's a very mystical character, and also I forgot. But mostly, he's a very mystical character, and there was enough space after I drew Pop anyway. So yeah, so you could see he's like Pop is a pig. They can get if they were to stand on their legs. He's a very large pig, one of the larger breeds of pigs. So he's a bit taller than me in real life. So yeah. So that makes sense. Five is 5'5", so he's basically a little bit shorter than me in real life. So that makes sense. But he's about I wanted to be a bit more than that, but then I was like I said, I'm try to be realistic with my characters. So if Five is one of the taller of the kind of like if you had a husky, a large husky or a large German Shepherd standing up and anthropomorphized, but maintaining their proportions, then even if I did that with a corgi, they're still quite short. So he's not a runt at all. He's not the runts. Runts are usually the. It's very American. Cade is just so very American. I don't know why. I'm really not feeling it. It's also a bit hard, and he's a corgi. I can't see a corgi being called Cade. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. So even if I was very very charitable with his proportions and stuff like that, then a corgi would be about like what 2-3 feet. So yeah, I just made him about half the height of Five. So he's about 3. But yeah, so he's not by any means. He's not by any means the Run. If anything, he's more muscular and like he's taller than a lot of. So yeah, Clayton. That sounds again. I can't imagine a corgi being called Clayton. So I have a friend who's apologizing for something that isn't his fault. I guess I don't know. Right. Yeah. So I was kind of gonna do something that might honor 2 people that have passed. and call him like Cabot or something, like Cabot, but I don't know. It's kind of because it's a mix between Craig and Albert. So yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, but you like my backstories, so I'm just going to go into the backstory just real quickly. Most of my personas represent parts of my personality and stuff like that, and essentially, you know, Pop is my piggy side. You know, he represents basically my pleasure. How I would be if in an ideal world, I would basically be eating like Pop all the time because he's a pig and I'm a pig, and that's just my desires, I guess. I don't. 5 represents my intellect and basically he's just my, you know, he's just what my life, if I lived in the furryverse, would be whatever 5 is doing. So yeah, that's just 5. There's the more mystical side of me that basically like that wants to believe in shit and stuff, but it's not really a thing, you know. Hence why he's not listed in these characters. It's because he's kind of not. I wouldn't see him representing any real part of me. It's more just like the imaginative side of me, you know. Because I'm not a fan of fantasy, and yet I created this character, and it just seems like it's a mystery in itself. So yeah. But this guy represents 2 sides of me, and that's why he's kind of a were-dog. He's got like a I'm gonna beef up these differences between these 2 characters. But yeah, there's the side of me who's a complete arsehole and really wants to be a shit, you know, to people. You know, I am too good at insulting people, and that's why I don't do it. But I will admit that when I was in high school and I've basically insulted, been insulted and tried to get my own back, I was incredibly good at it and just felt really good. Felt terrible afterwards, a while afterwards, but at the time, yeah, that's that guy. He's basically an arsehole. Like he zeroes in on your biggest insecurities and basically can just like nail it, you know. Yeah, he's got this weird kind of like thing to him. It's basically he's my asshole side, and I also have my stupid side, my kind of my stupid side that just believes that believes that I can have I can keep standing for a full 24 hours and everything will be fine with me. and then going home after a long shift and being like, no, because I hate sitting down. So this is a weird story. This is a weird sidetrack. I hate sitting down. So I basically I woke up one day and I said to myself, I'm not going to sit down all day. You know, I mean, it's stupid, but I just made that decision just in my head, just without thinking about it really. So I ate my breakfast standing up, and I walked to work, and I was at work for like randomly 12, so 14-hour shift or something. Didn't really take any breaks. When I did, just have like water or just have a sandwich from Brooks, which is a sandwich shop. My lunch, I just went there. I got my sandwich, and then I ate it standing up outside of the store that was connected to the frozen food warehouse. Went back to work, and everything was fine. And yeah, basically, I got home, and I was like, I sat down without thinking about it, and I was like, "Oh, this is so good. What the fuck was wrong with me?" He could have two names. That's another thing. He can have two names. I guess he could. Yeah. Um. Yeah, Panafox, I'm not trying to shoot down all of your suggestions. I'm just, like I said, I'm just like, if something doesn't feel right immediately, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, you know. Yeah, but I've done other stupid shit that at the time was like, yeah, that's the problem. I can do that. There's a couple of drinking contests that I can remember that was like this seems like a fine idea. I can totally do that, and I do it, and then I immediately throw up. So that was fun. um, yeah, the working out one's stupid as well because you just think to yourself, if I finish this workout, if I do like, I thought this in the past, and I keep doing this, this is dumb. Um, if I've worked out for an hour. If I work out for another hour, then I can skip doing tomorrow because I'm busy tomorrow. So I can get away with this. This is a no brainer. So I'm working out for like 3 hours, and yeah, an hour after finishing the workout, you start to get the aches, and you're like, "Why did I do that? That was lame. This is so lame. Why don't I ever learn about this?" So yeah, it's just random shit like that. The backstory is so good, Tubbs, and I can't stop looking at your drawing. I love it. Well, it's just a sketch so far. If you think that I can change anything in these characters, then let me know. I got all of his T-shirts, all of his T-shirts there with just the. I don't know why, but I felt like it needed just. It's kind of a reference sheet almost. So yeah, I put that there. I also got my. He's got a vest that he's currently wearing, which is up here. This is try it. I dare you. I don't remember how to spell dare, so I wrote that like 6 times. Yeah. Oh, I haven't put his tail in. I swear I drew his tail. The demon version, the werewolf version has a way bigger tail. The were-dog version. So yeah, it makes sense. Got big pointy teeth. I also didn't know which way the teeth should go, but then I was like, were-dog, corgi, give him big up canines, not big lower canines, because then it would just be like, yeah. I don't think it's spelled right. I'm dyslexia. Give me a break. Also, he's a dog. He doesn't know any better. How do you spell it? How would you spell it? How do you spell dare? It was like deer, dar. How is there other ways of spelling dare? Dare. No, you're right. What's that then? Dare. Dare. Yeah, I kept mixing up the A and the E, trying to figure out. It's like, is this right? No. Is this right? No. Whatever. Somebody will point it out. I guess if I ever post this anywhere. Nobody pointed that out in the on Discord. Yeah. So that's basically that. He represents two sides of me, and yeah, I made the stupid side, the kind of like stupid, the things he takes things way too far. He's a werewolf. He's a were-dog. So yeah, um, I made it the were-dog because it doesn't happen a lot. Like I don't get that side exists of me for sure, you know, but it doesn't happen a lot. It doesn't happen a super amount of times. So like once a month or so, it can happen. But yeah, I basically made it so that like he's kind of the opposite. The arsehole version, the regular corgi version. I love beast orcs or OCs. Right, my brain, stupid. That's why I had toxic being. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. The arsehole version basically is the opposite of 5. You know, he's what 5 would have been. It was what I would have been, I guess, if I never had my accident. So he's very well built. But he's still a corgi, and he basically he doesn't overindulge in food. He doesn't really take any real pleasure in it or anything. But yeah, still drinks. If he drinks too much, then he turns into the werewolf automatically. Basically, if he overindulges in any way, he's in danger of turning into the werewolf. Also, if he's horny, because whatever. It's a very OC. You know, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I made it so that I haven't made a real size guide. I was going to put the size of the werewolf version on the were-dog version. Fuck's sake, I'm just going to say werewolf. I don't care. The were-dog version on the size chart, but I kind of don't know. It kind of depends on how stupid or overindulgent or horny he's feeling, on what size the were-dog version of him gets. You know, that's how it depends how big he gets, I guess. I could not figure out the claws after lots of trying. I'm hopefully going to figure those out when I do those. I got a hand here because I was messing around with the paws a lot here, but that's the best one I came up with, and it still doesn't look right. It looks like an inflated glove for some reason. Toxic is a failed alchemist experiment. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's all you need. You only need like a simple backstory, I guess. But yeah, I got like a side-on drawing when I was trying to draw. I drew. These are the best of what was here before. I don't actually have them. Oh, that's the color suggestion. Oh, that's the first outline, because if I do that, then yeah, I've altered neck proportions and stuff to come up with that. Yeah, but yeah, I don't have my ultimate sketch layer on because I've been doing 7 layers. See, so many layers it took to get this amount of detail in. I've done it in 2 separate colors in case I wanted to, 2 different layers in case I wanted. So what's this? That's the color. That's the color layer. Yeah, see, it shows you what color. Like he's got white sections and a little bit of kind of ginger section, but he's also got a dark brown sections which are colored in. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. But these are the best of the background sketches. All of these are the best of the background sketches of the character. A lot of his just doing the Da Vinci kind of like body, just to see what kind of like body proportions he'll have, and a side view as well. Lots of them here, but this is the best one. Lots of hands and paws, and obviously these two are the best ones of that. And a couple of expressions that didn't turn out so good, so this is the best one of that. The original for this looked really good because it had all of the scribble. It had basically like a bunch of scribbles to make it look like it was dark. So, yeah. But yeah, man, he came out great. Well, Toxic or this guy? Well, as long as if I don't have to change anything, I'll be happy with this. I feel like there's like it needs more improving, more touching up. I do feel that if I went ahead and started doing the inking, if I did the line work for this, that I'd be okay with this, you know. And by this, I'm just going to do these two. I'm not going to do the outside. Like that's going to stay sketching. So yeah. What the fuck? I'd love to hang them both. I'd love to hug them both. I kept it's like hang them both. What? Hug them both. Seriously, my brain not working. Bad. You're gay. You're gay. Is my brain just being mean? Is that what's happening? Seriously. Hello, hi Itchy. I'm still surprised he hasn't said anything about like the other picture. But, I keep expecting to get like a message from you or something saying that it's like, oh, I saw the picture. It was really cute. It was really funny. I liked it. Nothing. I hope you're okay. Hey, Infamous. How have you been? I mean, what I meant to say was, yeah, how have you been? Also, have you been here the whole time? I don't remember seeing your name pop up. Oh, Itchy just appeared on Discord. Oh, he said he's going to check. Okay. Well, if nobody has any objections, then I'm going to just go ahead with that and do that probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Itchy has been playing Animal Crossing. Oh, well, he's been stuck in the dark void of hell. The dark void of hell. Totally understand that. Jesus. I really want to play Animal Crossing. It's so annoying. I actually want to play now that I know that I can't afford a Switch or any of the games. I suddenly have this weird hankering to play Super Smash Bros. I played it on my GameCube. I played Super Smash Bros. Melee because I've got it on my GameCube in the living room, and I was like, oh, I really wish I could play the new Smash Bros. I don't know why. I've got this weird hankering, and also Animal Crossing, because I don't know why actually. I just have this weird hankering to play something Nintendo. I don't know. But yeah, it's way too expensive. It's like everything Nintendo is way too expensive recently. So yeah. Oh my fucking god, yes. I know, I'm so sorry from F. Yes, what? I've been pretty sick, so I haven't been speaking. I get it. It's okay. I want to argue, but you're sick. Oh, I saw your art, by the way. After you said the other day about your art being sucky, which again, every artist does this. Yeah, I looked at your art and I was like, what are you talking about? His stuff is better than mine. I can do that style. The stuff that I recognized as yours, not reposts and stuff. I was like, I could do that as good as that. So yeah. Anyway, why didn't I see this earlier when having me time? Oh dear, oh dear. I got to make my recording studio. I get to make my recording studio tomorrow. Really? Recording studio? I saw the end of Hell, by the way. That was cool. I'm so in love with Animal Crossing. Itchy. I know. This is a little bit narcissistic, but could you tell me how great you find the picture? Stare at the picture for a little longer and notice every detail, please. Yeah, I want to play Animal Crossing again, but I can't. So yeah, I love them just the way they are. Okay, but names. I need a name. I just I need two names. It could be two names even, but nothing has piqued my interest. And you guys you picked Pop's name. You helped me pick Ursa Boulder. But yeah, I got no name for him. The arsehole and the arsehole werewolf. So yeah. I may start over though because I want some bears and I have none. What? But I love my villagers except the Victoria the horse. You guys are talking about Animal Crossing and it's unfair to people who cannot get Animal Crossing. So yeah. Are these new characters? Yeah, he's a corgi. Oh yeah, you like this, Itchy. I've already shown this, but down here I've got a size comparison chart to show you his height and body proportions compared to the other two, except for the bear, except for Ursa Boulder. But yeah, there's the big, there's Pop, there's Five, and there he is. So yeah, slightly taller than the Chihuahua, than your Chihuahua. But I'd say he's about the size, if not a little bit taller than Marco, I think. But yeah, so that's so Itchy, that's the arsehole. Yeah. So he even has like a weird expression on his face that kind of just summing you up. But yeah. But he's the new bouncer for the Futterhund. He's got a weird dog. Yeah. Basically, if he's really horny or if he overindulges too much in mostly alcohol, then you can turn him into the weird dog version of him, who comes in various sizes. So I didn't put him in the size chart. Yeah, there's his side profile. That's basically a very, very pudgy version. See, there's his tail. He's got his tail there. It's a very pudgy version of a chunked up corgi werewolf dog thing with claws. But yeah. But most of the time, I will say that he's basically going to be a bit of a, like I said, he's my Arsenal side, so don't expect much, I guess. How about Willie? I don't know. Naming him after somebody that I know is kind of it might be a bit of a no-no. You know, I don't know. Were transformations I guess that's what that means. Where transformations are my favorite classic monsters. Yeah, I know. I'm basically a I was going to say werewolf, but it's more a dog pig. So yeah, I get it. You like his expression. Calling him Willie, yeah. It's a good choice. That at least I can see calling a corgi. I can at least sort of see calling a corgi Willie. You know. I do like my original choice of Cabot, Cabot, but I don't know. It could be John and Cabot, I guess. I don't know. Only because basically John is my family name. So yeah, that's the thing. So I could totally see calling him John. Especially since that's the side of me that I don't like, you know. So I'm allowed to not like it so much. Which one? Which name? Wait a minute. Panafox, did you tell us about the recording studio? No, I didn't see that. I thought I didn't see that. Also, Itchy, you have not mentioned more about the other picture. Oh yes, it's now. Oh right. I was like, I was all excited for you then. I found it was in a video game. I love that Pop has to lift up his arm to try to see what Marco's up to. Should I just open that real quick? Or will YouTube have a hissy fit? Come on, let's have a look. I was going to go soon-ish anyway, because like I said, this is just going to be a quickie. I just wanted your guys' opinion. Also, if you have any other name suggestions, then let me know. It's not vulgar. Yeah, well, YouTube shut down my live stream when I was painting it. So the JPEG. Uh-oh. I can hear the computer. It's doing something. Oh, so be looking. Oh, oh God. There it is. Just so we can see the faces clearer. Right. I'm totally ready for when YouTube flips. Yeah, I think I really like the expressions. I just wish that they did some more with there's a lot of negative space. And only if you zoom in a lot do you actually see the detail on it. You know? What did Manu say? I didn't read it. You just like it because you can see in his mouth. But I do like every time I look at Pop's expression in this. After I drew it, I was like, oh, I kept just hearing in my head just an oink with a question mark on the end of it, like an up, like the oink, the grunt noise had a upward inflection somehow, you know. And it was just so funny. Like he sat on the sofa and he didn't realize that he sat on you. You know. But just the derpy kind of like it's half crushed expression. And I can't zoom in because that's the I'm gonna do it once. Let's see if yeah. I'm still here. Okay. Yeah, the dirty expression with the slight drool and glasses kind of falling off the face. That was I was like, I nailed the expression, but like I said, the composition itself, I'm a little bit disappointed in. There's a lot of negative space. There's a lot of empty, dead space in this picture, and it kind of bugs me. Although, again, if you zoom into his tummy, then you can actually see that there's things there. There's tiny little hairs there, and there's some shading here, and there's a foot there, and there's also like shininess and skin tone and stuff. It makes sense. I have to go. Okay. Bye. If you're still there, hit a button. I'm saying it was just rude that YouTube shot you down. No one said anything rude. Oh, okay. I mean, seeing in his mouth does help. Yeah. Right. That makes sense. I can see Marco jumping on just before Pop. Yeah, that's probably what the scene was. That's probably what the scene was. It's like, yeah, two big guys about to sit down on the sofa and like just. I've actually done that to you a few times, if you remember. You haven't jumped on the sofa super quick. I'm more like I just kind of sat on you because I knew you liked it. near you and then squished you. I think that was the first thing that I ever did to you in person, was when we were on the bus, when you hit the first time, and we were on the bus, and there just isn't enough space on the bus for, there's 2 people seats, and I'm 1.5 people wide. But you get in the seat first, and I try to squish myself into the seat. It's okay, Jeff. I don't mind the spaces because it shows how massive he is in comparison. I don't mind. Oh, the empty spaces. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. There's something about this picture that just doesn't match. But I am, like I said, I'm very proud with a lot of this picture. It's just that there's a lot that I wish I did, and I think it's because I rushed myself. I don't know, because I did rush myself. But I wanted to see this finished, because it was not because I wanted it over with, but because I was excited to see how it came out, and it came out pretty good. So I ended up doing it in a day, didn't I, or something? But yeah, it does show the size comparison, although it's inaccurate because, like I said when I was doing it, Pop is actually far bigger than that, because he's half a ton, and I justified it by saying that once you're looking at him from the side view, he's basically slightly wider than that when he's just stood up. And we go to the picture and we look at the size comparison, the mini size comparison chart. You can actually see his tummy actually reaches the ground. He's a lot wider than the 500 pounds or so that 5 is. So he's like 2 of 5. So that makes sense. But yeah, the corgi is actually kind of the slimmest one, even though he's rounded out, but he's actually very muscular, except for the were corgi. And I didn't include him in the chart because it would have been just, like I said, it depends. You kind of can semi-control how big he is, I guess, but I guess he does have a limit. I don't know. I'm also not seeing anything besides what in posting, so that's what. What's going on? If scooted over a couple of times to be your seat. Oh, I scooted, right. I mean, yes, like I said, but most of the time, I was saying most of the time, I just wished you because fun. Yeah. OMG, you did, and I was so happy about it. I could tell. Made several nice noises and didn't make any squishing, crunching noises, which was good. Because then I would have been like, oh crap, I invited him over, now we have to go to the hospital because I broke his hip. Oh my god. Oh itchy. So yeah. I've got a candidate for his name. I've already said it. I'm going to call him John, the smaller one, John, and Cabot. I like Cabot, but I'm up for changing it because basically I was going to put the name here. I've left a bit of an empty space just here. Wow, look at the pen lag on this. So just here for when I want to actually draw, when I want to make a logo or just write down what he is. I didn't do anything. Just there. So if anybody has any suggestions, then go for it. But John Cabot, I'm okay with for now. You know, it's open to suggestion. I finish this picture, which might be tomorrow. I don't know. I'm recording my video tomorrow, hopefully. Depends if it's shit or not. But also now I'm getting the package, so I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be an emotional roller coaster or if it's just going to be fine. You know, I don't know. So yeah. Like you said, someone said bye and I didn't even see it. It's only showing me what I'm posting. Probably my shit internet. Remember, Cabot is kind of a combination of two people that I would consider to be some of my bestest friends that I've ever had. Kind of their names combined, you know. And it seemed weirdly fitting, but don't let that sway you from making suggestions. It's just that it's literally the placeholder name until it gets a proper name, you know. Especially John, I'm totally willing to change the name John, but it's just because I don't like that name in particular, and it somehow fits that specific persona. By the way, can you tell that I actually looked at my face a lot to come up with the corgi face? As much as 5 is just me, but happy face and a dog. This is a slight. So there's a lot of me that's pissed off. Of my pissed off expression in his face. I don't know if anybody actually saw that. But yeah, just yeah, I've done that. I used to do that a lot. But yeah. So Craig and Albert is Cabot, you know. That's basically that's what I came up with anyway. I don't know. Like I said, don't let it sway you. Feel free to suggest anything. Probably on Discord would be best, but I don't know. Honestly, just yell it at me. I don't mind. What video are you thinking of recording? It's gonna be without makeup. A weird dog video, maybe. I don't know. I have a vague idea of what I want to record. I don't know if it's going to work out. Also, fat guy yoga. Is that a good idea or not? Because I'm thinking about starting doing that because I tried some of that a little bit yesterday and a bit today. After a friend who said that they basically had a yoga class that they were teaching, the same place that I sell my some of my tutorial videos to, and I found it oddly relaxing and enjoyable exercise. It was odd, but I was like, I could do this. It was beginner classes before you think I'm some kind of like yogi or whatever they call it. It was just beginner class exercising. I'm not super flexible. Yeah, and yes, I can. Even though I could touch my forehead with my big toe, I'm going to do that. I think I did it on stream once. I think I actually did that on stream once. I know I've done it in the hot tub. I remember that. But I don't know if that was on stream or if I was just showing one of my friends. But yeah. I can't. Oh, you can't see it. You can't. You can't see. Okay. You can. Oh my god. Yes, I can tell. Itchy, you still only see your messages on live chat or just on top chat? I'd actually love to see you do yoga. I would do it. Okay, well, I can get. Well, the thing is, I can get his pointers because he's a chunky guy. He's not a fat guy. He's just chunky. He's an actual physical instructor, you know, and I could probably get like his lesson plans and basically say, "Do you mind if I use a YouTube channel? Do you mind if I do this on a YouTube channel?" And I know 2 places in which I can film it. So yeah. So I might do kind of like my art channel, but videos instead of recordings. And yeah, I might try to think. I might think about doing that. But yeah, just let me know. I've got lots of people saying positive stuff so far. So yeah, we can learn it together. It'll be fun. I don't know what to call it though. What should I call that? All I got is Fat Guy Yoga, and I'm pretty sure that exists somewhere. I'm pretty sure that exists. But you know what? I'm gonna quickly look it up. I'm just gonna minimize that a little bit. So I'm trying to imitate the face now. All right. Okay, that's creepy. Pornhub just decided to pop up on my. I wasn't looking at that last. Honest, I wasn't. I was thinking about doing that after stream, but I wasn't looking at them. Mainly because I got a message. I got a notification that I've got a message on Pornhub. Shut up. Fat Guy Yoga. Oh, sorry. There's some cute images that pop up when you type that in. Go look at that on YouTube. There's a couple of cute images. Oh my god, is that Itchy? No, it's from a distance. There's a picture of a guy doing yoga, and it looks sort of like Itchy. There's a lot of this one guy that I know somebody's like really obsessed with. One of my friends in the UK is really obsessed with this guy. He's got lots of tattoos and stuff. He did the Happy Friday dance or something, and I can't look at him because he's got crazy eyes. He's got crazy eyes. Anyway, YouTube. I bet there is somebody who's basically. If I go to the video section, yoga for big guys. Fat Guy Yoga YouTube is a thing. Oh no, that's just a video. Okay. There are channels that are called Fat Guy Yoga. There's Fat Man Yoga and Fat Guy Yoga. What should we call it then? Like Viking Yoga because of the beard. Yeah, I'll think about doing it if I can come up with a good name. How about that? I'm not procrastinating. That's just what I'm gonna do. Anyway, dude, I got a kick-ass book I gotta show you. So many amazing pics. Okay. Well, neat. Right. Well, so what I'm looking for, if anybody's here from my Discord, besides just you guys, or just anybody that's watching this on playback or anything, I want names for this character, if possible. If you think you've got a good one, then let me know. And also, it could be two names. You could suggest like two different names. That's cool because he's got two different sides to him, kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. Those aren't suggestions; they are taken and obvious. You know, I'm not gonna have cliche be my name. Papa yoga class. I kind of like it. I mean, that's the lead one so far. Anyway, yeah. So suggestions would be awesome. Also, I'm getting lots of notifications from Discord that somebody's trying to yell at me. I think Itchy. I think that might be you. Your picture keeps coming up every now and again, so I'm guessing it might be you. So also the Fat Guy Yoga YouTube channel or whatever I'm going to do with that, because I don't think I'm allowed to create new YouTube channels due to a couple of my YouTube channels being taken down by YouTube. They say don't do that. So they also tell you not to post content though, so I don't know. The webcam keeps going off. But yeah, I've got a couple of YouTube channels anyway that I don't use anymore, so I could just repurpose them. So there we go. If you have a suggestion for what that Fat Guy Yoga channel should be called, let me know, because I might be interested in doing it. I'm going to take some more classes. I'm going to ask the guy if I can use basically his material. He's a friend, so I don't think it would be a problem. I did also mention to him that I might want to do this, but I never got a reply back to see if that's okay yet. But yeah, we'll see if this is a thing. I'm kind of semi-excited about it. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I can see people's messages again. What did you do? Itchy, just from leaving. I'm going now. So yeah, any of those would be great. I will be doing another live stream tomorrow to show you what I got in my package. I don't know what's in it yet. Like I said, I've got a hint at something might be in it that I really wanted, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, that might be a bit of a weird one, a bit of a tough one. But yeah, I'm also going to open it before I do the video. So yeah, not having any random surprises. Would that be horrible if she actually sent me all of his ashes or something? I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah. I don't think that's the case. She wouldn't do that. Or might she? I don't know. I don't think so. It's only just been done since. So I don't think that would, it doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. I might be good. I also might be jumping in the hot tub. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I probably not, but yeah. To be honest with you, I've kind of gone off the hot tub. I don't know what it is. I just feel not as cool in the hot tub. My webcam keeps going in and out. Is anybody else seeing that? Maybe it's too much on screen at once. Yeah, it seems to have calmed down a little bit now. Weird. Yeah. Yeah, I seem to have gone off the hot tub. I think it might have something to do with the fact that my neighbors are continuously looking at me when I'm in it. And also, it doesn't have bubbles. It's just a bath. It's an outside bath. So yeah. But who knows? I might. I don't know. So I might do a hot tub stream. I might do. I'll definitely do a late night stream about this time tomorrow as well. But yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. Ugh. Belly rubs. Stretch, back clicked, and belly salute. And yeah. Actually, by the way, I posted that on Patreon as well, that picture. So I'm extra surprised. I posted it everywhere that you can exclusively see it, Itchy, except for directly to you. I should have done that, to be honest. I'm glad you like it. Have fun with that. I expect somebody's going to try to change their icon to the close-up version of it. My Discord icon is Pop's face from the Gassy I think. Although for some reason it wouldn't let me zoom in all the way when I changed my icon. But that's the icon for the server. So yeah, it's actually part of that picture. There's a Gassy as well. So yeah. You signed on today? What? So in the UK, I don't know if it's the same in the US because a lot of job, workplace terminology is different. But when you say you signed on, that usually means that you signed on for unemployment. So I don't know what that means. Nice guys here. Hi, although I just said my goodbyes. So yeah. I'm gonna go see what you did on Discord. I'm leaving. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye.